One is a Mercedes fan, another is a Ferrari fan, but I would wish they do it fast, and then we carry it from there. Then we mostly come to the upper.
My name is Fukuno, you know. I'm basically a Formula One fan. Everything from Ferrari,
Haas, Mr. Gunther Steiner. I just love Formula One.
Okay.
All
Yes,
right.
please.
I'm Michael Ziksoka, a Ferrari fan.
A Ferrari fan.
Yes.
Urukundo, yes, you are a Formula One fan.
Yes.
But do you base yourself anywhere, particularly in any of the teams? Is your support most carried by one team?
I wouldn't. Okay, I would say not really. Me, I love the whole hype around everything.
You love the whole sport.
Yes, the whole sport in
You
general.
support the whole team.
I wouldn't pick out one because I would feel a bit uneven. Yes.
Yeah, I get you.
Yes.
Okay, that's my partner for today. Briefly, I would want us to talk about the Dutch race, the last weekend race, how we got to the people actually who took it, and there was a safety car that came in last. There was a very good pace for a Mercedes fan. I'm a Mercedes fan. There was a very good pace that was coming in from Hamilton.
Yes.
That we thought perhaps this was his maiden win for the season.
Yes.
But something took the win away from him. As a Ferrari fan, what do you have to say about it?
I think he was playing in the hands of Max.
Yes.
Because that safety car, I think, was uncalled for. It was uncalled for. There was no need for any safety car at that moment. It really killed Mercedes. It was there, they were taking everything. You know, I think 3 laps before the Mercedes, before the safety car came in, it was almost gaining on everything. It made, I think, 2 fastest laps out of the 3. So he had all the time to catch up with.
He was catching up with Max by all means.
By all means. Remember, Max had the tires were worn out.
Yeah.
So he could not defend himself against the new tires of Hamilton.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
There was an incident where Tsunoda had a fault with his car and parked in the circuit. Then later moved to the pit. They worked on his car. Then came out and again parked the car. That's when the safety car came.
Yes.
So incidentally, I had a conversation with Rukundo. He was probably, maybe he can actually speak for himself. He was saying, most intentionally, this could have been intended. So that it's called, because you know Tsunoda is a junior team of the Red Bull.
Yes, of Red Bull.
So strategy could have been, let these guys come back on let the guy come back on track, have a safety car, and slow down pace, and everyone catches up with the other. So what do you have to say about it?
Well, first and foremost, Mercedes caught everyone off guard.
Yes.
Off guard at the Dutch Grand Prix. Because everyone went on softs, there were the few guys on mediums. While everyone was switching to mediums, they went long.
For the hard,
and they come out with the hard. So we are all thinking, are they crazy? Are they normal?
And for the first time, the hard was suitable.
Yes.
The second,
Yes.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden, now everyone now realizes that, oh my God, this is all playing in the hands of Mercedes. Yes. Now, for the AlphaTauri to get those miscellaneous stops on the racetrack was really shady. Yeah, and the aftermath, now we can see how people on social media attack the head of strategy, Hannah Schmitz of Red Bull. People are like, no, you don't just stop, then go in the pits, then come back out again, then again you stop. It was so weird.
It was really not cool. And the frustration from Hamilton, I think, was the crowning of it all. He was frustrated of how the results came.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, Team Mercedes delayed call him in for soft when they were actually doing a safety car, those rotation laps for safety car.
Yes.
And George realized that it was wise to come in for safety.
Yes.
And actually came in and performed better than Hamilton. Actually overtook Hamilton.
Yes.
So Max, yes, it was home ground, it was home race, he was the potential winner, but this race, last race wasn't meant for him. But in the long run, he took it. So that for that. This weekend, we are coming in with Monza, Italy. we have Charles on pole. Charles has maintained 8 poles of this season. Actually, he's the first Ferrari driver to have 8 poles in one season, other than Schumacher.
Yes, other than Schumacher. Yes.
Only that he has not yielded results from the poles he has created. Now Charles is an Italian,
Yes.
so he's on home ground. This is his home circuit. So do we see a potential win for Charles? Do we see him taking advantage of his pole and yielding results? Or the team is going to again fail on which window to call him in for the pit?
If Charles is to become a legend of Ferrari, he has to win Monza. However many races poles you make, if you don't win Monza, they can't recognize you.
Yes.
I'm scared of the team principal if he doesn't blunder, because he has a good car, he has a good day, he's on pole. Yesterday he had a good time. I think it is in his hands. Only that you have a Max, a Red Bull in number 7. He has been in the last 3 from the last. Now big 7, it's like he's on pole. So
And he has Alonso just next to him.
Instead of him,
Which
all the
Alonso-
cars apart from George,
Yes.
with the Mercedes, I don't see any just kind of front
There is no challenge.
Max.
I don't see
He's
any
going
challenge
to push off
from
them by
Max.
10th lap. That guy is going to be second.
And putting
once he
in
reaches
mind-
there, it will be over.
Max is on 7th because of a new power unit. Because of what?
I think combustion something.
Combustion.
I think so.
You think so? Because
I just didn't take note.
we didn't take note.
Yes.
Of it. Where Max is starting from 7th. Max has started from 10th and
one.
1. I think he has started from
14.
14th
And one.
So 7th is not really a challenge.
It
However,
cannot.
more or less
it
second.
can-
Yeah. The question is, with George being P2 and Charles being P1, can George maintain his lead in P2 to be able, as a Mercedes fan, Team Mercedes, yes, we have George playing,
Yes.
but the main team player we're looking for is Hamilton,
It's
who is
Hamilton.
position 19.
This is position 19.
Actually, he's right behind Sainz, also had a P unit.
Yes. Yes.
And I see these two are going to move with each other from 18th, 19th to around probably 10th, in about the 10th lap. My prediction is they will be among the top 5 in the 10th lap. Monza being the fastest lap, the fastest circuit.
Yes.
So I think they might transgrade from 18th and 19th to the 10th or whichever position they make, but quite closer. But that might be beneficial if George manages to maintain position 2. Holding Max behind him. Because these other ones who are between George and Max, I don't see much of.
But you realize that Mercedes, for the last 4 races, he has improved.
Yes, they have.
Their car is better.
Very.
If George can really maintain, he can compete.
Well,
He can compete today.
From my point of view,
Unless he gets a challenge, mechanical challenge, but he can compete.
from my point of view, when I look at the Dutch race, Hamilton was finding it hard to overtake Sainz on track. Come to Monza, I think for him to have opportunity against Sainz, he should jump him. We all saw what George did in Spain when those Red Bulls now were behind him, and he defended for his life. He was like, I'm here, I'm P1, you are not taking this away from me. Well, here, I wish he can miraculously jump Leclerc at the start
And take the position 1.
and take P1. Yes. He could put up a very good defense. We have seen him defend before, and he's like crazy. He's like, no, this is mine. I'm not releasing it. Yes.
When that Charles is a good starter,
Yes.
he knows how to start.
Then Sainz and Hamilton, I highly pray they don't get stuck behind a DRS train. Because we all know once you are behind a DRS train, someone will drag you on for about 5 to 7 laps, and you're losing your time. Yes.
Very true.
Unless if there is a safety car, I see them getting in front. Those cars, they have the speed.
I think the safety car should come in.
You predict 1?
I don't predict one.
I pray for one.
Because
You're praying for 1?
I'm praying
the
for
weather has to
safety
be
car.
nice. weather looks to be nice, and it's not slippery. Monza is not so slippery.
No, it's not.
And it's slightly wide, so I think we can
But
do.
being a fast track,
Yes,
we can have a safety car.
chances are
Everyone is speeding.
they are going to.
Yeah, with speed, you anticipate mistakes. One can knock each other, can knock the other on this bump. So you anticipate
I
a
think
safety car. We could have one.
It has to be there.
I believe we will have one because people were overlooking up during their FP1s, 2s and 3s. There were too many lockups and taking the chicanes.
Exactly.
There were so many.
Exactly.
So anything could go crazy there.
Could have a safety car.
Yes.
So Monza has 53 laps. Strategy of pit stops. Do you see any strategy from Ferrari, from Mercedes, from Red Bull? How many times do you think Ferrari can pit?
It is two.
Two?
You can't gamble on one on 53 laps, and you go beyond the two, you'll be finished. By the time you come back after the third pit, you can't find those guys.
I would say one. One.
How do you get the tires?
Especially on the Mercedes side. We also, what Hamilton did at Zandvoort. He massaged those tires, and people were like, won't they blow, won't he spin like Leclerc like in France? But he maintained them, and they call him weapon like, really? Hard? Man, everyone is doing medium.
And soft, and you're doing hard.
Yes.
I think the Mercedes and Ferrari, one of the guys they can gamble with is Sainz and Hamilton. If they don't come out, overtake these cars in the time, they may gamble them on one. And when they get in the front, they not call them again.
So they might most likely start
Yes.
on either medium compound or
yes.
hard.
Yes.
So that they can go longer laps.
Yeah.
And then pit once. Which
And they defend, in case the George and Charles remains in the front, they may call them if Verstappen is behind those two guys. They said use them to defend those guys.
and Max by all means could start with a soft compound.
And he will fly.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely. He's looking
He's
for
gonna
how
fly.
to overtake
He has to.
and be in position one
If
and
there is no
create a big
safety
gap.
car, I'm predicting by the 10th lap, that guy will be second or third. It's going to be that.
That's my prediction. I was telling Rukundo that Max being number 7 in P7, if you give about 5 laps, he will either be number 3, number 2, or leading the race. Or leading the race. There is nothing stopping a Red Bull car with its current form
Yes.
to remain in none other than top 3
Okay.
by the 5th lap. However, I am praying that George is going to stand on a soft tire.
Yes.
I'm praying. George is like my messiah. If George can maintain actually P2, because when you're in P1, just know Max is going to overtake Charles at any gap.
Yes.
But when George remains behind Charles and Max can't overtake George, that means he's going to lose a lot of time.
Yeah, true.
You understand?
True.
While in position 3.
Yes.
Yeah. While George is in P2 and Charles is in P1. But once George is ahead of Charles, Max is going to overtake Charles by all means.
By all means.
I don't see how Charles can defend Max.
There's no way.
Now, when it's just George and Max, then the hope is lost because anytime soon he can take it.
Yeah.
Which makes it hard for the two guys who are down and they're trying to go back from the train and lead.
True.
So, potential winner for the race. Who's your potential winner? Contender.
I'm a Ferrari.
You're a Ferrari fan,
We are
Charles
Monza.
Paul.
Yes.
I'll give Charles.
Potential winner.
Me, I'll give my top 3.
Uh-huh.
I'm going for Leclerc, Max, Russell.
That's your top 3.
That's my top
That
3.
order.
In that order. Leclerc P1, Max P2, Russell P3.
Okay. Me, as a Mercedes fan,
Yes.
however much I like my team to be in the top 3,
Yes.
but it's either Charles or Max to take the lead. And then the remaining P2 and P3, we could have a Mercedes. It could be George, it could be someone else, but we could have a Mercedes in there.
All right.
So let's sit tight. The race is starting in about 15 minutes.
Yes.
And we are coming back here for post-race to see how our predictions
It
have
is.
fared.
It is okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Viewers, stay locked. We're looking for the post-race.
All right.